The sound waves are on. Mulwini, good morning in the morning. Good morning, people. Oh my god. JK. But I just got back from the gym. I am on 10 with the pre-workout energy right now. I got a new pre-workout. I'm going to try and put it on the screen because it's in the kitchen and I'm in my room. I'm about to eat a salad for dinner because I didn't have lunch today. What I had was nothing. Oh my gosh, I don't remember eating much today. I just remember waking up and then I got ready to come back home because I went to my matrimonial home yesterday and I went to get some more of my stuff. I went to get like my weights, my workout mat, the appliances, the microwave, the rice cooker, my juicer, blender, all those things so that I can, come back and start building a routine for myself. I have my schedule for work for next week already, but the funny thing is she put me on the schedule for next week Saturday, and I sent her a text and I was like, hey, I need XYZ dates off, and she didn't rebut and say, hey, these days you can't take off because blah. She didn't say anything. So now I'm like, fuck, I have to send her a text and be like, hey, I'm just noticing that I'm working next week Saturday, but I already have something planned next week Saturday, and then reply to my message and be like, I already booked everything since you didn't object to it, so I can't work next week Saturday. But my chat is she's probably gonna be like, but Monday you won't be working, so what now? So I don't know. I'm gonna text her anyways. I'm gonna wait for tomorrow because I feel like texting her right now it's too late for her to change anything. So I'm gonna just send her a text tomorrow and be like, hey, I'm realizing that I'm working next week Saturday, so I can work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then I have the 4 days that I'm working basically, because Friday, Saturday, I need those days off because Friday early morning I have to go to Hofelrega because of the Heritage Day. So I'm very, very excited about going to Heritage Day, guys. It's not even a joke. I'm so excited. I have my 2 outfits planned, one for Friday, one for Saturday. But I think for Saturday I'm going to wear my welcoming ceremony outfit. Friday, I don't know if I want to wear that fashion week outfit. I don't know. I gotta see, because Friday I feel like I'm just gonna wear a jean and a Lokopane shirt to welcome the people and stuff like that, because I'm going there very early in the morning, super early. Yeah, let me eat my salad and then I'm gonna edit my video that has to go up. Was supposed to go up yesterday, but because I went home I didn't get the time to finish doing the voiceovers and stuff, so I have to do that today because I got plans. I'm very excited about my new handbag. It's even hanging right there. Right there with the others. And yeah, I'm gonna finish eating my food and then take a shower, edit my videos, and then chill. Because tomorrow morning I have to wake up early again to go to the gym. So for context, this is before Heritage Day, but I had to post this because it's actually very relevant to get the backstory of where I am right now. So this is the week that was so rough. Imagine I went to Heritage Day not even knowing the future of my life. Imagine that, because I had applied for a job at Bershka as a sales assistant, right? And then I went to the interview and he was like, okay, you can look around the store, see what you like, whatever. I did that and we had a conversation, and when I was there I just felt like that store was so much work, physical labor. You're just hanging stuff on the hanger, putting stuff back in the closet. It's not an actual saleswoman job. Your goal was not really to be interacting with the customers or anything like that. It's just you are there to work, to hang things up, to talk to people here and there, answer questions, direct people about where they need to go, but you're not necessarily there to build a relationship with the customer, tell the customer about the brand or anything like that. And I was just like, this is slavery. And they wanted to pay me less, and I was expected to start working at I think 8 in the morning and then get off at 10 p.m. some days, and I was just like, that is too much for me. I honestly cannot handle that. I feel like at this point I really started feeling a little bit of regret for not saving more when I was living with my husband, because I feel like if I saved more I would be able to work less hours and it wouldn't really matter where I was working. If I saved a bunch of money, I think I would have just had to work a mini job. But at the end of the day, we learn about things. Nobody's perfect. We grow. I started a new routine eating better food. I was just trying to make like sense of my life alone now and try new recipes and just be like a better version of myself while I'm alone. Good morning in the morning. I'm already getting my first red flag at work, but my current boss just called me and said, hey, your contract has arrived. So let me just try and give you a little bit of a backstory. So before I started working here, I was working at a different branch in the same company, right? So I applied for the same company because I was like, I understand the work, it's going to be faster for me to get a job while I'm looking for something more permanent, whatever. I can still do this job on the side type shit. So then she was like, okay, I can ask the HR department if they can just give you like a change of contract instead of a brand new contract, then you don't have to like submit all the paperwork again. And I was like, okay, cool. So then she was like, okay, they haven't delivered your contract. We've been waiting for this contract since the 18th of, no, not the 18th. I would say the 25th of May. We've been waiting for it to be delivered every day. It hasn't been. I was supposed to work last week, this week right now. Today is Saturday for reference. So I was supposed to start working on Monday already and nothing happened this whole week. And yesterday she sent me a message and she was like, I just want to let you know that your contract is still not arrived. I'm still waiting for it. And I was like, okay, thank you for letting me know, because I was starting to get a bit worried because I'm like, do I have the job or not? Or is like a sudden rejection going to come again at the last place, you know? So she was like, no, you have the job for sure. It's just that the contract is taking long because it has to be delivered. Someone has to sign for it type shit. I'm like, oh, okay. So then she calls me now and she's like, your contract is here, so you can technically start working today. And she's like, are you able to work still today? And I was like, I just was like, because I've been waiting the whole week for you to deliver the contract, but you haven't, so, you know? And then she was like, no, but you were on the schedule today, so you were just supposed to be ready the whole week to start working. And I was like, you never said once the contract comes, be ready to start working. She never said that. When I went to work the last time, she told me, oh, you can't start your shift because if your contract is not here, you can't work. So I was already having that mindset of like, okay, just be ready any day to go and work. Martus Ivameka said, nah, your contract is not here, so you can't start. Then I was like, okay, so I can't start. Now she's telling me, oh, so if you don't come to work today, what are we gonna do? And then I asked her like, okay, so for next week, because next weekend is Heritage Day, I was like, I told you that I needed Friday and Saturday off, so like, and you didn't object to my message, and I sent her that in May already, and she was like, oh yeah, I just considered the 19th but not the 20th. And I'm like, but you didn't say anything, you only posted the schedule yesterday and I already confirmed the plans for the weekend. I paid for the Airbnb, the train tickets, everything is already done. If you had said no, you can't take off, then I wouldn't have gone type shit. And then she was like, yeah, because if you take off Friday and Saturday and do about the style side, oh, then she said, and I was like, first of all, you don't have to be condescending. I really don't like it when people are so condescending for no reason. Please, this is a place of work. Seriously, we don't have time for your attitudes. And I was like, nee, das meine ich jetzt nicht, aber du hast nichts gesagt, als ich dir geschrieben hast, also habe ich zugesagt. Sonst hätte ich nicht zugesagt und ich würde dann arbeiten oder ich würde das als Urlaub nehmen oder so. And then she was like, but because on Friday, Saturday, this is a busy season, we can't have our child side like not working on Friday and Saturday. So it's actually not good for you to take Friday and Saturdays off. And I was like, okay, you never said that until today, so now I know. And then she was like, yeah, alles klar. And then I was like, and for today for work, I'll only be able to come in at 4 because I'm doing my laundry and stuff, bruh. I was like, since it's not coming, let me just move on with my life. Then she was like, because she said either I can work like this hours of today, I can work them again, or it's gonna be unbezahlt Urlaub or something like that. Then I was like, nah, I can come today so that at least I can get paid for this shift today. But I was like, I'll just come at 4 because I'm supposed to work until 8:30, and that's crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to work until 8:30 and then come home. I was supposed to go grocery shopping and all that stuff, so that's why I said I can come at 4. So now I'm gonna finish up cleaning my room after I finish the laundry, because the time is 12. I feel like I can still do it. I have how many minutes left? 11 minutes. Okay, yeah. So when that load is done, I'm going to put in the last load, and then I'm going to vacuum my room, make some more space for my clothes type shit. I feel like I can do this. I'll be done with everything by 4, because at least I want to keep my room clean. But yeah, this is already a first red flag. This is the first red flag about this job. My last red flag about my last job was when my boss expected me to come during my work break for the interview. And I told her, oh, my work break is just 30 minutes and I still have to eat. And she was like, yeah, du kannst einfach schnell kommen. And I was like, Schnell, how Schnell? Because I only have 30 minutes. When am I going to eat and when am I going to come over and talk to you? I should have known that that was the first red flag, but I still joined the company. Anyways, I need to figure out what I'm going to wear. Jump scare. Because I don't know where my black formal pants are. I have no idea where they are. Wild. Yeah. So I need to see where my pants are, where my clothes are, all that stuff before 4 p.m. At least before 3. So I have to finish my room, shower. I want to go to work with a full face of makeup because that's the chat there. There's like only one other girl who has a lot of makeup. The other girls wear no makeup. The boss wears a little bit of makeup. I want to wear makeup because I want to be that girl too. Tea. I'm having my pudding. This is technically an early lunch because I didn't want to eat chicken again for lunch. I was like, okay, I'm going to go grocery shopping and then today I'm going to have like a nice dinner. So now I'm just going to have chicken and salad when I get off work because the chicken is already cooked in the fridge. I'm just going to make the salad. It's time for me to get ready to go to work. I'm starting at 4. The time is 2:45. So I need to leave at like, is it 3:26? I think I need to leave at 3:26. Let me just make sure because I don't want to get carried away. So I need to leave at 3:26 in order to get to work at 4. I'll be there like 13 minutes earlier, but I'm going to use that time to get myself a bottle of water because I need to drink something during my shift, especially now that it's so hot. Standing my entire shift, I need to hydrate. So let's do my makeup. I was telling my little sister about the situation that happened this morning and I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna trip about it. I'm just gonna do my makeup and then I'm gonna make the best out of my day. So that's what I'm about to do. Hello, guten Abend. The time is 9:34 and I just got home from work. I actually had a really nice day at work today. It was really cool. It was really chill vibes. I'm going to have dinner right now. I bought myself a salad from River. And then I just added like some cherry tomatoes. I also wanted to add some cucumber, but I didn't want to start like the lifespan on the cucumber because tomorrow I don't think I'm going to eat 2 meals at home. I'm going to eat one of my meals outside. So I was like, I'm thinking of having like eggs for breakfast and then I'm going to have the pudding for lunch. And for dinner, I'm going to go out to eat with my friend. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I have some chicken, a chicken thigh, leg, whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have. And I'm going to eat my vegetables first so that I don't know, so I can like reward myself because eating a salad is quite sad. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, I've been so sad eating a salad. I even told my friend like I have to call you back on FaceTime because I have to eat the salad and it's really sad. So at least if I'm watching Netflix or something, I can quickly eat the salad. I wish I had like some boiled eggs, but I didn't boil any eggs. I'm gonna maybe boil eggs like next week. I'm gonna have like some boiled eggs to include in my salad. I've also met with Irene and we've come up with a meal plan for me. I just need to send her my metrics so that she can calculate the weight of the food based on my fitness goals. So I feel like I'm really doing great, guys. My clothes are also fitting better already. I look better. People are also like people who know me or who have seen me in person. They've been pointing out, oh, you look like this, you look like that. When I went to the R&B party, even the other girl was like, oh, you look smaller. So it's working. I just gotta keep going. At least Friday, Saturday and Sunday I'm having rest. But today I went to work, so technically I didn't rest. I was walking around. I already burnt my calorie goals for the day and my standing goals. It's just my moving that I still need to close. So I think I'm gonna eat dinner, then I'm gonna go for a walk. It's gonna be a bit dark, but I'm gonna try and go like on the main road and maybe talk to my friend the whole time while I'm taking my walk. Because I just need to walk 40 minutes. I think it's not that bad. I can walk 40 minutes and come back. I'm gonna watch some of The Good Doctor. It's gotten really interesting now because of this nurse whose husband, a boyfriend or whatever, came and like pew-pewed up the hospital. So anyways, bis später.
The next day.
So this is me essentially getting ready for work. I think this was like my second shift overall, and I decided to just like make myself nice, do some makeup. I've been doing that for like the past few weeks. I've also really been consistent with putting the ponytail on my hair and everything like that. But I just wanted to tell you guys about like how it feels to work in Germany. It's really not a pleasant experience. I only realized this yesterday because I was telling someone else about how Germans are so cold and everything a few days ago, and it just dawned on me that like I actually do not really enjoy going to work simply because I do not like the work environment that my coworkers create for me. So not to say that other people are responsible for my feelings, however, when I do go to work, I realize that people have their groups already. They already have their cliques. You just come in there as a new person, and these people are not really eager to include you in the group. They're not really eager to like form a relationship with you or make you feel like you are part of the team. Instead, it's you that has to come onto them and like present and market yourself as a person that is acceptable and like fine to be part of their team. So I've observed that we are only two people of color on my team. So there's one other girl, she's Indian, that is very important, and there's me, I am black. And they have like, all of us are not like just fully German. Everyone is mixed with something, or they are not German at all, but they were born here, or like, you know, whatever. So I'm saying this to say that when the Indian girl, the way that she interacts with the other people, it's more like her just like always complaining. I feel like she's really adopted this German culture. She's always complaining about the fact that she doesn't get like nice work hours, or she has to work a lot, or nobody else does everything, she does everything, whatever, like very woe is me vibes. And the other day she was standing there and she was interacting with my male colleague, and then he like punched her, and in a playful way, right, apparently, and she punched him back. And then she was like, oh, I have brothers, I know how to deal with things like this. And I'm thinking to myself, you just let this man punch you at your place of work playfully? Like, what the heck? Do you think he would punch a white girl if like, he has never even punched any of our other colleagues in the entire time that I've been working there so far. I mean, granted it's only been a month, but I was just like so shook that that was such casual behavior, and she was so fine with that. She didn't even jump scare. It was just like, okay, he punched me and I punched him back, and this is how I handle things because I have brothers, and this is how I go about things. And it's very difficult to be around other people of color, because I think if they are not black, they very much suck up to white people. And I think the approach that black people take is more like keeping to themselves and minding their own business, and realizing that they are there to get paid to do a job, and then they go home and they knock off after work, essentially. But other people of color, they tend to integrate and super try to appease the white colleagues, right? And I think that that's why I don't really get along with her, because I kind of feel like she's a chameleon. She's like this with me, and then she's like that with them. The other time, one girl made a comment like, oh, you should buy this bikini for yourself because it really matches your skin tone. Everything looks so nice on your dark skin. And I just said, oop. And then she said, oh, and then she said, okay. And that's all she said. And I was just like, girl, that's all you're gonna say? You're just gonna let it go like that? It's just like, I just don't feel like part of the team or like welcome. So I just keep to myself essentially, and just hope for time to go past, basically.